top 31 bubble, so he's got a good chance of getting that invitation. Of course, with how he's playing today, pretty much a guarantee, but you never fully know. And the further he can get, the better his chances of guaranteeing that invite to the World Championship. And here we go. We're going into losers quarterfinal, game 1, Simple versus Kixe on Demon Island.
Now, as usual, Kixe is starting this off with the Asuri. I expect a very quick swap over to the Jae-Yun. I expect to see 2 losses from Kixe right off the bat, and then swap on a Jae-Yun. Because it's simple, man.
You're so mean.
He's
to
the one.
Kixe.
He's the one I expected.
Did to QS?
Yeah, but that's QS. Simple and QS are in completely different levels of play. QS is PR 28, so even compared to Kixe, QS is almost double his PR.
Yikes. All right, Simple proving Sparky right now with these axe plays. He is getting those chops. And you know, I do want to give credit to Kixe. He's playing really well. He's gotten here, but Simple is a different caliber of player, like you're kind of saying. Simple, very talented, but he's getting caught by these guitars.
Kixe in the power position here, playing far enough away from the wall that Simple's not going to find a hit with those neutral airs. Ooh, Stomp falls down, hits the Nair. We've seen Swada drop the gravity cancel D-Light into the side air, so Simple doesn't even want to risk that, goes for the fast fall into the Nair. Oh, Kixe might be getting the lead on the stock as Simple's trying to recover. Weapons toss is going to keep him safe. Oh, that weapon toss is going to get the dodge.
But Simple has his pick of the weapons, throws the axe forward. Kixe in trouble as Simple still denying these weapons. Stuck on this corner. Simple gonna back up, try to punish the landing, but Kixe has the movement. Nice side air, and Simple gonna take that lead, but he is incredibly damaged. There's a real possibility of Kixe immediately evening this one up. There you go.
Weapon toss going high, dead even as they come in on this second stock. Weapon spawn comes in, Kixe's able to move forward and cover it. Simple taking some time getting over to it, picks up the axe. Kixe jumping a lot before he chooses to go in, and it was just a neutral air falling down.
And that's so interesting because one of the biggest buffs to Katars recently was the momentum on the side light, something to help grounded approaches. But Kixe leaning a little bit more towards those aerials. Sometimes he'll go for those grounded side lights like we just saw, but Simple with a nice punish. Kixe gets past him with a falling neutral air.
Simple still in the lead here, playing a relatively slow game. Classic Simple move.
Stuck on the corner. Kixe picks up some Katars. And you're not seeing a lot of very extended strings. Like even Kixe, who's got the string weapons, you're not seeing those extensions that he's so reliant on. And as I say it, he gets the extension into the recovery.
He's going to go over to the Katars, tossing the sword up, saying, get that out of here. I want the Katars, and Simple right away evens up the stock. This is very even between these two players. But this is just game 1. We've seen incredible adaptation from Simple so far.
Simple going for the nair into the ground pound. Didn't even want to start off with that side light there. Kixe trying to keep him on this corner. Not a lot of really strong tools for Katars here. It's not like he can go for like a downlight when they peek over that corner. Instead, you saw him throwing out like neutral lights on the corner just in case he can get something started.
Man, Simple not finding too many axe hits. Kixe is going to take game 1. All right, maybe 1 victory and then 2 swift losses.
You're being so mean to Kixe.
2 swift losses coming right up. Simple has downloaded Kixe off of game 1.
There we go, moving into game number 2. No character swaps on Simple's side just yet. Kixe, I want to say like Kixe almost played Simple's game better than Simple did. Like, it wasn't like Kixe had this whole burst of damage that just ran over Simple. Sure, he had those moments where he got the 4-piece, where he got the down air, side light, down light recovery. But There's times where he's just kind of chipping away at Simple, just denying. Like that very end there, it was just like a downlight cider. Kind of just wait a little bit. And then, all right, hit the cider. That's all I need. That's a stock. That's the game. And here we go. Game number 2, Kixe versus Simple.
So I like what Simple did by taking out a lot of the tiny wall maps. He took out Apocalypse, and then he also took out Demon Island in his banning process. That's going to give him a little bit more room to stay on the wall more safely, where he was stuck on Demon Island on the wall a lot, and when he would try to go back to the platform, he got caught by Kixe a lot. So it's going to give him a little bit more room to stay on that wall, maybe find a better opening to get back to the stage.
Yo, but a nice wake-up down air onto Kixe, punishing him for going for the pressure after the sword downlight into the down air. Falling there. Simple looking for the positioning.
Oh!
Gets the ground pound. Kixe's in trouble. The weapon toss, and Kixe's gone.
What'd I say?
I don't know. What? Can you repeat it?
2 swift losses coming right up. Off a big
Is that
opening like
that's
that.
the order?
I don't see Simple choking this game. It is certainly possible. Kixe could get into his head, could find a big gimp. Of course, he always has one of those game-changing signatures of gravity cancel neutral signature, really kind of on both weapons. We saw him get a KO earlier with the neutral signature in orange.
Yeah, but Simple does have a very strong mental game. He's usually the one to break other people's mentals when he has the opportunity. Downlight into the recovery, not even going to put Simple off screen. That's how much damage Kixe has to build up onto Simple.
Neutral light puts him further into orange. It's not going to take too many more hits before Kixe's in red on his second stock. Goes for the ground pound. Kixe initially backs up, then puts a presence out on the wall. The side air bouncing Simple off the wall. Gets the KO, has his choice of weapons, still going back to these Katars. The unarmed recovery almost sending Kixe off screen, so it would take a couple more of those, but we'll see if the stomp air is enough to kill, and it is. That stomp side air getting the KO, full stock lead for Simple.
Yeah, this is looking real good for Simple. A nice punish from Kixe on the wake up, getting that gravity cancel downlight into the recovery, but he's back to the Katars, and he needs to get this damage.
Ooh, man. Simple's building it up so fast. Oh, I almost thought the ground pound went a little bit too far. Simple going to go under the stage. Ooh, doesn't go deep into the push-off column where Kixe expected him to be.
Why? Why?
What's that? Sparkstradamus? The Psychic on the desk? Insane.
There's still another game. There's still more games, right? We're just going into game number 3. Kixe getting beat out on the edge. You know, it happens, but there's more to the game than just playing edge, and Kixe knows that as we get into game 3. I expect him to clean up that edge play, maybe not go as aggressively off stage, or at the very least, if he is, keep track of those jumps a little bit better, because it seemed like he didn't know the distance of that gravity cancel end sig, which he was trying to use at the very end there to get that wall touch again.
Now, you do bring up a good point that there's kind of 2 major things that happened last game that you can't count on every game. You can't count on Kixe SDing his last stock, and you can't really count on the gimp that happened in the first stock. But even when Simple had that lead, you saw throughout the game when Simple got Kixe's second stock away from him, Simple was basically clean on his second. So he got a full stock lead. He took the lead that he got on the first stock and extended it, made it even bigger as he moved into the second stock and then the final stock of Kixe.
Oh no. He dodged through. Don't go back in. Back onto the stage, and Simple with the neutral airs. Kixe going too close to these corners for comfort. He is behind on the damage.
And now you're seeing why Simple was so confident a few weeks ago at Autumns to go off on the wall against Acno, right? Because he does have an amazing off stage. It wasn't really working very well against Acno, which is when I yelled at him to get off the wall. But aside from like one of the best players in Europe, his off stage is insane. It's almost second to none.
Yeah, his hammer off stage is incredibly strong. Back on stage, though, Kixe getting some good damage, but again, goes for these ground pound reads, and maybe learning to respect the off stage of Simple a little bit. Goes for the down sig, trying to punish Simple, coming over to the corner, but he's going to back up just outside the range of that neutral signature. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Big play coming out from Simple. Oh, the weapon toss,
but he doesn't go for the dare for the touch. He went for a side air.
Man. That was kind of a Kixe choke this late in the bracket. That's possibly tournament nerves coming into this. Like, Kixe is a very talented player coming in at PR 15, but he's making it deep into the bracket. He's going up against Simple here, one of the best players in EU. Oh, man! Is Simple going to get the 3 stock here?
Down Sig has the active frames. Kixe running out of moves. Simple could very well get the 3 stock as Kixe gets the weapon denial. Punished. Oh, Simple's just below it. Kixe just fighting to not get 3 stocked here as Simple has the perfect weapon to get it. He's got the hammer in hand. Stomp, Nair, gone. Simple with the 3 stock. Spark, I don't want to say it. I hate you.
You started it. You basically said it.
I know, because I had to cut you off at the pass.
Everyone else finished it in their mind, so you basically said it. 2 swift losses and the swap over to Jae Yun. All it took was that 1 game of adaptation against a very strong Asuri player, but Simple's pedigreed and historied career coming in here. He adapted against Akno, for heaven's sake.
Yeah.
So he's one of the best adapters in the game.
I mean, to your point, Simple is one of the favorites to go into the top 3. Maybe not win it, maybe win it if you're Sparky.
He's my favorite.
He's definitely one of the favorites to get in the top 3. So Kixe is going up against someone who is going to be a very strong opponent, and now he's making the swap over to the Jae Yun. But we've seen Simple, he did well against Akno's Jae Yun, arguably the best Jae Yun in the European region right now. But Kixe, he's got some mix-ups. He's got some moves with this. All right, let's see. Can he finish it?
Now, this is an adaptation that Simple is going to have to make a little bit more quickly than I would have expected. I thought Simple was going to win Game 1 and Game 2. That would give him 2 games to adapt to the Jae Yun. Now, since Kixe already has 1 victory under his belt, he really kind of only has this game to learn everything he can about Jae Yun.
Yeah, he's basically got 3 stocks to learn as Kixe going for the edge guard, but he's doing it right against the hammer. He's playing below Simple's hammer. Gets him with the side light, waits a little bit, gets a 3-piece side air. Simple running out of room, but the ground pound does not connect, and Simple gets to extend the stock.
Also, that recovery on the edge, like Simple's down there looking for down airs, he's looking for recoveries, or he's looking for a side air. But if Kixe is at that 45-degree angle below him, that greatsword recovery comes out. He's going to find priority in a lot of situations. If he plays it right, he will find a lot of priority over Simple in there. Finds another recovery. Now Kixe is the one with a full stock lead. Simple has to be in Neo mode. He has to be in Matrix. I can see the code. He has to be downloading as many things as he can right now against this Jae Yun from Kixe.
Yeah, this is the right way to play it from Kixe. Really, he's doing a good job of just like steamrolling Simple, not giving him a lot of time to think this out. Because if he tries to slow play it the way that he was kind of playing with the Asuri, it's just going to give Simple time to make those adaptations. Simple, again, longtime competitor in the European region, is very used to adapting to his opponents.
We might already be seeing the adaptation coming out from Simple. He does have hammer in his hand. He struggled in the beginning with hammer against Akno. We'll see if he can kind of get back to that, even though he's played several games since then against not greatsword players.
Kixe does get disarmed though. Simple gonna try to cover, does punish the pickup from Kixe. The stomp sider puts him off stage, and the recovery will finish it off. And Simple took a 1 stock lead from Kixe and turned it to maybe a third of a stock lead. Yeah,
he's adapting very quickly. Simple is ready to play against this Kixe greatsword. Out comes the axe. Weapon he played very well against greatsword previously. Kixe doesn't even have the greatsword, so we'll see what comes out from his sword. We saw Simple beat it on the Asuri earlier, but Simple is behind. He's taking a lot of damage, just getting back to the platform. Even the arm recovery hits him high, puts him in the red.
Maybe an N-Sig is all that Kixe needs, but he goes for the N-Light finisher. Going again into it. N-Light, N-Light. That's the weaker of the options, but it's just enough. And Kixe is going to take this to game number 5 against Simple, your favorite to win this tournament.
Already locked in the Teros. Kixe locking in the Jaeyun, ready to go. We'll see what Simple bans out. See if he wants any soft platforms for the ability to land a little bit better, spend some time on those soft platforms before he actually goes down to the main area. Taking out small Enigma, taking out small Great Hall. Crystal Temple soft platforms are gone. Miami Dome soft platforms are gone. So it's 2 moving soft platforms and then no soft platform from Demon Island.
We'll see what they decide to go to. Right now, thinking very hard. They're all relatively similar. There's a lot of comparisons to be made across all of them. It's on Kixe to decide which one he wants. I feel like he's leaning towards Demon Island. Yeah, it's going to be Demon Island. For game number 5, Simple versus Kixe. Default stances on both of them.
Jaeyun's got a nice stat line.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
I mean, that's usually the case. With the more recent Legends, right, like the first one to pick to be on a new weapon, they have a pretty decent stat line.
Now Simple is going to start out with the hammer here. We'll see how quickly he's able to pick up an axe. He's just floating above Simple. Back-to-back side airs. Now he was doing a great job punishing Akno earlier towards the end of the games with his hammer downlight. Struggled in the beginning. Oh man, fast movement, fast attacks coming out from Kixe.
It's so quick, so clean how he'll get the one opener and he'll just start bursting it out on him. Yo, but Simple still finding the hits. He can make the trades.
Now, one of the things I worried about on this earlier with the Asuri pick is Simple getting stuck on the wall and then just kind of recovering back to the platform and getting a lot of damage. You're talking about the chips that Kixe was taken out of him. He does go up early. It was actually Kixe that was stuck on the wall, but I worry about Simple being stuck on the wall against Greatsword, which can take bigger chunks out of your health bar, out of your damage amount, than something like Katar's can. You can make bigger plays on the edge with Greatsword as it stands right now.
I absolutely agree, but I also almost want to see Kixe going for the quick 3-piece. Right now he's doing a lot of resets. Nice dare nair, true combo, but he's doing a lot of resets, which are giving more gaps for Simple to get out. I almost want to see him just like catch Simple once on a reset and then go for the quick 3-piece. Just like kind of keep Simple on his toes, because right now it's like opener, bridge, reset, opener, bridge, just back and forth. There you see it again, opener, bridge, and then dash back.
Oh my gosh! Big damage coming out. They're basically even now. Simple isn't able to really find dare follow-ups here. Now he's in the orange. Oh my gosh.
I rescind my statement. The resets, all resetting for those pivots, expecting Simple to stay in a central position. And Kixe got a lot of damage there, but he needs this knockout. Goes for the down air. Simple stays just low enough and avoids it. And the side air puts Simple up over Kixe. Kixe now on tournament stock here in game number 5.
Still maintaining the slight lead that he started off with when he took the first stock from Kixe. Axe against regular sword. This could be a big moment for Simple. Weapon spawn should be coming in pretty shortly. Has Kixe in the yellow, also over on the wall, so a weapon spawn. Oh, right there close towards the edge. Simple's afraid to commit to it. Gives the great sword to Kixe.
Dare, nair again, not enough damage this time. Simple gonna get that extra credit. Falling there is not enough. Kixe struggling, but he finds the recovery. He needs to stick to this great sword. Throw that sword away. Primed another great sword. This is do or die. Can Kixe upset the 15th seed versus the 6th seed of the tournament?
Dodge gets through the recovery, putting out damage. Goes for the ground pound. Simple a little bit too wide. Kixe over on the wall. Oh, big damage. Simple still in the... Oh, it's still in the open. A weak hit on that. Oh, no. Kixe in the orange, Simple still in the yellow. The D-Light goes a little bit too far forward, has Kixe in the red. Weapon toss goes high. Stop side air, Simple takes it in game 5!
Oh my goodness, down to the wire, but Simple stays composed. He is going to close it out over Kixe, and it's all down to one Jaehyun left in the tournament. We've still got our top 4, Akno and Blaze, sitting in the winners final and in the losers semifinal. Swada versus Simple. What an insane couple of sets we've had. Some of these have been real nail biters, not gonna lie.
That's the end of our block. That just happened really fast. I was really engrossed in